Welcome to the video. So this is mostly a talk video with a few video clips. It's the second episode of two, at least so far two, videos of me taking radio controlled cars and going to a track with them and driving them around, indoor track with carpet on it. And sort of my experience. I will try to describe my experience. I took a lot of footage and I boiled it down like hell, and let's just have a look at the first bit now. That was massive and chaotic and just a lot of so I had cars with me. I had the Slash, and then I had my actually the one with the yellow wing, which is this one. I had a bit of a mishap with my with the Slash. I forgot the damned adapters, so yeah, I didn't drive with that, the battery adapters. But I had this with me, this luxury model racing car, the XRAY XB2. This is the 2019 model. It's a used, where I sort of gave it a cosmetic thing. I don't know much about the mechanical things other than this is a absolute beast, to use the very primitive word for it, and it's a very advanced piece of machinery on the more elaborate side of things. If I should try to describe it, it would just but it's wild. It's a handful. I'll show you a little clip where I sort of start with it. That clip was a little bit boring, I must admit, but it does show that it actually has it packs a punch, and it's a really hell of a machine. It's hell on wheels, so let's describe it like that. So the thing that I learned there, just a little bit away from everything, and I also learned on the track when I tried to drive it on the track without video footage, was that I couldn't drive it. My skill level was not as advanced as the level of this here thing. So there was a mismatch there. I learned a few things along the way, learning by doing, we might call it, because I learned that there's something called a slipper clutch, and I knew there was a slipper clutch. I'm an RC enthusiast, but come on, I've always ignored the fact, and I've always just tightened it down so that it just delivers the power. But this one just delivers the power so vigorously and wildly that it went, oh my goodness. So what I had to do, I was forced to dial it down, not only on the slipper clutch, but I was also forced to dial it down on the electronic speed controller, so that it just did less when I did as much as I had talent to do. What's that? It's a wheel. So I sort of learned how to drive this thing, and that's where we got to now. one of the things of it is the power, but the other thing is the control. Once again, this one does not have the capabilities to control it, but this has the means to be controlled in an environment that is hostile on a carpet like that. Because once it jumps, it lands, the suspension is good, the tires are good, everything's good. It just lands and then it goes, and then you can drive it right after, which is really extraordinary. It's a special experience. Let's have a look at that. It's a lot of just a few clips in slow motion. I'll put some music on it. Yeah. Even the worst, the last of those jumps, what the thing does is it glides through the air as much as I'm capable of making it. It glides through the air, it sets down, and once it's down, it doesn't go boom, 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 or much of that stuff. It just sits, and then it raises itself a little bit again to the right height, and then you can go. It's quite advanced. It's quite hard to describe if you compare to a Tamiya or something like that. They do it also, but they just don't do it gracefully as this thing. Hey, come on, that's what I'm trying to describe. This is a real advanced machine. I'm running out of my superlatives for this machine, but it is advanced, and once again, this is the likely cause of error if there's an error on the track with this. So yeah, that's where I got to. I actually got to the point where I was confident enough to start filming, and I had the camera on the remote and all of that stuff, and I actually have a bit where I thought I was ready, and then it turned out maybe I wasn't, but then eventually I was. Have a look at that clip. On and everything. Alright, let's go.
Camera? What is it called?
I'm also trying to be a YouTuber with RC cars and stuff like that. I'm trying to I think I know what I'm doing, you know. Yeah! Oh, look at me! Fuck me! No! All right, here we go. I should have warned you, there was a swearing episode in that small incident. This video is not for kids. Sorry. Anyway, what happened was that I started thinking that, oh my goodness, I'm doing well. I can start to talk to this person. Stephen was his name, and not only did I distract myself, but Stephen was the one driving that pink colored Slash. And when I reviewed the footage, I saw that not only had I crashed, he also crashed his car because of me battling on. So yeah. You do get a little bit addicted to this. You do get that rush when you actually manage to glide through the air. The clip that I played in the first bit. I'll play it again. Oh yeah, I love that clip. I'll play it again. Yeah. All right. Anyway. Because what you can do with a rear-wheel drive car, you can actually control it in the air. You can take the nose up to a certain extent. I thought it was only possible with a front-wheel drive, but with the rear-wheel drive, you can actually do it. It has to do with the momentum of the gears and all the internals and stuff. Once again, advanced machinery. And when you learn to master something like this, I can only imagine, because I haven't. That would be a joke to start saying that. But anyway, that's where I got to, and that was where it ended, because the track, we don't have it in use anymore. That seems sad, but things are not necessarily so sad that it's all sad, because it's summer. Come on. Things are not sad in the summertime for RC enthusiasts. That's a fact. So I have another clip to roll. That was a clip of an outdoor track from a high vantage point, from some sort of pavilion, out in an area where there was motocross and things like that happening. So I dare to tell myself that I'm venturing into 8 scale territory this summer. I have the Inferno. I have the Neo Inferno, but in my hand I have MP10, Kyosho MP10E. This is the model that was released, I think it's like 2 years ago, or was it 4 years ago? I'm a little bit insecure with that, but it's an old model. I actually bought it from the same guy who sold me the X-Ray just a little bit later. I needed to man up because I knew it was for sale. I was actually looking for an X-Ray 8 scale, but they were not. I couldn't find them. And a new one, no, that's not in my budget. So this one, I had to haggle a little bit. He was very friendly, and he actually threw on a extra wing and an extra set of wheels for me for on top of me pushing the price down a little bit. So I'm very excited about this. It's not very pretty. It's not my it's green, but I have another body for it, and I'll be painting it up, and then I'm gonna venture out in that new world of RCing and that new chapter, let's call it that. I actually got through what I was trying to say. It's amazing, it's addictive, it's not really fun going and driving on a racetrack. You can't really, fun would not be a correct way to describe it. You get very serious about it, you get very intense, you get very focused and all of that stuff. And that's a special experience, and that is addictive. So I said a lot of stuff, and I think it's enough. The only thing left on the list is probably What the hell happened to the slash?